In today's video, we got an awesome unboxing of some retro video games, some awesome Funko Pops, some amazing steelbooks, and an unexpected buy from Best Buy. All that and more inside the media cabinet. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the media cabinet. Hope you guys enjoyed that new intro that I'm adding before my logo for my channel. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about that. As I said in that little prequel to this video, got some amazing retro video games to unbox for you guys today. Gonna show off some new Funko Pops that I added to my collection, and also got a new 4K to show off, some steelbooks, and a unexpected purchase from Best Buy. It was unexpected. So, with all that being said, let us dive into the video with the Funko Pops. So, it is that time when Target is putting out some really amazing Funko Pops in a coordination to like Target Con 2024 or like FanCon 2024, like in conjunction with Comic-Con. So one of the amazing sets that came out this year for that particular set is we have and I've never had these in my collection before. We have a flocked version of Shadow the Hedgehog, and we have a flocked version of Amy Rose. My brother is trying to battle these and take them from me, and I'm like, no, these are mine. So these go in coordination with I have the Knuckles the Echidna flocked pop. I don't have a Tails flocked, and I don't have a Sonic flocked. So those are the last two that I need to get in order to like wrap up this flocked Sonic Funko Pop collection. I'll get them at some point. I'll find them somewhere. And that's not all in accordance with flocked Funko Pops. I do have one more. This one, I'm very happy and very proud to have this one, due to the fact of like how much of an impact it was on my childhood and everything, and how it's like, you know, it helped me grow up and everything when I was young. And due to the fact that finding a regular one is expensive as heck right now, and I'm talking about this really awesome flocked Elmo on his tricycle. To find a flocked version of Elmo, it's expensive. Like the old Sesame Street Funko Pops, especially the flocked versions, like Cookie Monster, Snuffleupagus, Grover, Oscar, and of course Big Bird. Those are expensive, you know, to find those. So to have this one, I'm very happy to add this Funko Pop to my collection. So there's all the Funko Pops. So now we're going to dive into those retro games that I told you about. We got a mix of games here. So we got some ranging from PlayStation 2, and then we also have some ranging from GameCube. And I say this in the most honest way. These two GameCube games I'm about to show you could quite possibly be known as some of the most rarest GameCube games, just because of their popularity and where they originally originated from. So with all that said, we're gonna kick off with a banger of a first game we have a complete copy of Evil Dead Regeneration. I've spent a couple times playing this game, a couple minutes playing this, and so far this is hilarious. You got, of course, voice acting by the king himself, Mr. Bruce Campbell, and then you got a sidekick who is voiced by the brother of Sam Raimi, Ted Raimi. But this is, of course, rated M for mature. In my opinion, next to the PlayStation games, like the early PlayStation games, I would say this is a lot better next to A Fistful of Boomstick. And I never played Hail to the King for PlayStation 1, but this is a lot of fun. So here you got some pics on the back, and like I said, it is a complete copy. So it does come with the full manual. It's not color on the inside, it is black and white, unfortunately. And then on the back, there is an advertisement for Destroy All Humans, which of course has made a comeback as a remaster for PlayStation 5, the first one and the second one. And then, of course, we have our disc on the inside. I wish on the inside it said, like, Groovy or something. But, you know, those good old PlayStation 2 cases. Next up, we have a Greatest Hits version, and then we just have a regular version. We have The Incredibles and The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer. Played this one a lot more when I was younger, and then found out about this one, and then got into this one. This one is a complete copy, where it does come with the guide, which is in full color, you know. And if you think about it, compared to some of the other Pixar games that have came out for PlayStation 2, particularly Disney Pixar's Up and Disney Pixar WALL-E, I would say The Incredibles is one of the more like fun movie tie-in video games. Next to also like Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo. That game is fun on PlayStation 2. Game Boy version, not really much recommended. But yeah, you got that awesome Greatest Hits version on the front. And then on the back it says Super Strength, Super Speed, Invisibility, and Elasticity. So you have some pics which, you know, break down some scenes from the game. You got some characters on there, including Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, and of course Syndrome. And then on the inside, of course, you have your game disc, which is of course rated T15, and it has the Greatest Hits PlayStation 2 logo on the bottom. And then you have Rise of the Underminer, Disney Pixar. This one's weird, okay? So this is T15, but this is rated E10 for everyone. Rated E for everyone 10 and up. I don't know why they did the 10 and up. I guess because of it is a 2-player. I don't know how much that's going to show. But because you can switch between Frozone and Mr. Incredible. By the way, I just want to say, what is fun about this game is the commentary from Sam L. Jackson. Every tutorial that you do, especially like when you're at the main menu, and every menu that you click on, you got some amazing commentary for him. So shout out to Sam L. Jackson for that. And then going back to this, we have twice the action, twice the danger, twice the heroes. Join Mr. Incredible and Frozone in non-stop action as they venture underground to defeat the Underminer and his evil robot minions before they dominate the world. Now this one is not a complete copy, unfortunately. Oh wait, no, it is a complete copy. Sorry, I thought it wasn't. It does come with the guide, which also has an advertisement for Cars, which I do have. I need to get Mater National and Cars 2, but I don't know if Cars 2 is available on PlayStation 2. I have to double check. The guide for Rise of the Underminer is a little bit thinner than the guide for the first Incredibles, but this one is in color as well. So again, we do have a complete copy. I thought that there wasn't a manual in here, so I thought it wasn't a complete copy. And then of course we have our disc. This is not a greatest hits copy. This is just a regular copy. Next up, I'm very happy to have this one because I played this one on GameCube, and I got all the way far to the end of the game, and I just didn't finish it. I wouldn't say the controls are janky. The story is a little bit better, but in accordance to like episode tie-ins, or if you want to call it movie tie-in video games, both two games that have been created based on this character, or so I say free games, sorry. The first one didn't really seem to follow anything with the movie, but neither did the game for the second movie either. I'm talking about Nickelodeon: The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Attack of the Twonkies. Now this, of course, follows the episode Attack of the Twonkies, and also the other games that I was talking about were, of course, Jimmy Neutron Operation Jet Fusion, and, of course, the video game for Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, which was the video game for the movie. Again, I played this on GameCube. It's a fun game. The story is great. It doesn't really, like, completely follow the entire episode, but you do follow points and, you know, objectives in regards to the episode. Defeating the Twonkies, going around Retroville, collecting them. There's a fun, like, minigame section where you go to Retroland and you get to go into the arcade and you gotta win tickets and everything. And there's some really fun sections where you get to fly Jimmy's rocket. And you get to use a whole bunch of his inventions. You get to build inventions and everything, so... now, this one I know is not a complete copy. There is no manual in here. So you just open it up and you do have the disc. I love the purple that they decided to go with this. On the back it says, Twonky Trouble. Big Twonkies equal big trouble. Shrink down the Twonkies with Jimmy's new Sheenograph. Escape Twonkus free before it's too late. Program got it to find hidden gizmo pieces. Capture all the Twonkies using the VDR. It is a one-player game. So, alright. So that does it for the PlayStation 2 games. And now we're going to move on to the two GameCube games. I played these games a long time ago on my original GameCube, and both me and my brother really enjoyed the playability of both of these games and the story, due to the fact it's like one of the biggest 3D games ever for this particular character. And of course it spawned an amazing sequel as well. So here we have the Player's Choice version of Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. On the back it says Total Chaos. Of course you got Dr. Robotnik, but we all know him as Dr. Eggman. And you got some really cool unique scenes on the back. Of course you got Sonic, Amy, Knuckles, Tails. You could play as literally almost every character in the Sonic universe. Tails, Sonic, Big the Cat, Amy Rose, Knuckles, and I forget the name of the robot. So you could have, at one point you could have hooked up a Game Boy to this, Game Boy Advance compatible, progressive scan compatible, memory card uses 9 blocks. It's a one player, but this is a complete copy. We go ahead and pop it open. And I would say like the GameCube guides back then, they were like full-on books. Now, we got some nice color on the front, but there is no color on the inside. It has some bios about each of the characters, controls, hardware setup, and then on the back there's an advertisement for the Player's Choice version of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And then on the inside you do have, this is cool, it has the product registration card for the game, and it has the business reply mail. I'm gonna hide out the address for Sega. I don't even know if it's the same address. And then of course you have the Nintendo GameCube precaution guide. Now of course I don't have a GameCube to play this on, but I do have a Nintendo Wii. And then of course here we have the smallest game disc ever. I love the GameCube disc. They're so small. So now I think it's just because this is the Gamer's Choice version that it has this color scheme. I don't remember the original disc having this color scheme. But I would have to look it up and see. And then let me put everything back in. And then I wasn't just gonna pick up the first Sonic Adventure without getting the second Sonic Adventure. So we have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle here. This one is not a complete copy. It's a little bit sad. I wish that I would have gotten the manual for this one. By the way, all these games that I got are from E-Star Land. Here in Virginia, in Chantilly, you can actually go to an actual show floor, like a business park, and you can actually go in there and you can actually shop for some of these rare retro video games and even consoles as well. You can also go to the website www.eastarland.com and you can shop and trade in old video games and consoles as well. I'll go ahead and put the website in the link. I'll put the link for the website below in the description for the video. So here, of course, we have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. On the front, you have Knuckles, you have Blaze, you have... No, not Blaze. I forget the name of the bat lady. You have Tails, you got Sonic, you got Shadow, you got Chow's, you got Eggman. So, battle to save the world or conquer it. This is a 2-player game, I guess because you can play as Shadow and Sonic, or Knuckles and Tails, or Tails and Sonic. We go ahead and open it up. Again, no artwork, but there is the disc. Of course, you got Sonic on one side and Shadow on the other side. So, I've already played a little bit of Sonic Adventure. Great to dive back into this. So, alright, and now we are getting to the final part of the video. We're getting down to the movies. So we're going to first start off with the latest from Illumination. We have Migration. Saw this movie in theaters. A lot of people said that it wasn't really one of Illumination's strongest. And I think, it was probably in development before this movie, flopped. But I think that's the reason why, they're working on Despicable Me 4, and that's why Despicable Me 4 is coming out. But this was really fun, nice cast, really fun movie that came out during Christmas. And I know a lot of people, when this came out, they were like, but wait a second, isn't Illumination Minions? Why are there no Minions? Listen, people, Illumination tackled The Grinch and also came out with The Secret Life of Pets, which there were people that really enjoyed The Secret Life of Pets. I didn't like the first one. I'm more opposed to the second one. Sorry. But I enjoyed this. I found it to be really fun. Nice family story. The villain was stupid. I'll say that. And I'll let you discover who the villain is. So just yeah, it's nothing major, but you do have some fun embossment on the family itself. No embossment on all these rubber ducks, and you got some embossment on the title. And it does come with free all new mini movies, including a really fun one called Mooned, which continues Vector's story from the ending of Despicable Me 1. On the back, over 60 minutes of bonus content, including how to draw, Taking Flight, the making of The Sound of Flight, Meet the Cast, and of course there are 2 more other mini movies. So we're gonna go ahead and take off the slipcover, and got the digital code which I need to use, and we have, of course, Universal and Illumination, always killing it when it comes to 4K releases. You got artwork on the 4K, and you got a nice reflective with orange on the Blu-ray. Alright, and the next 2 steelbooks are big releases for this week. Saw one of these in theater, the other I have yet to watch. So I'm so excited to watch the second steelbook that I'm going to show you, but I'm going to show you the first steelbook first. It's the end of an era. It's the end of the DC EU as we know it, while James Gunn is completely rebooting the DC EU as we wait for Superman to come out. But now, while we wait, we can reminisce with the good movies of the DC EU, including Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. This came out on Max before the steelbook released, but because I got the first Aquaman steelbook, I wanted to get the new one too. I really love the artwork that they're going with this. It has some nice reflectiveness and shininess to it, especially on Aquaman himself. And I love the ice artwork that they have on it, and then even on the back as well. And we go ahead and pop it open, and you have your J card. And I love the disc. There may not be like a lot of artwork on it, but you have like this golden yellow disc for the 4K, and then you have this, you have a sage green for the Blu-ray. And then we have an awesome interior artwork on there. I loved Lost Kingdom. There was a lot more comedy than from the first one. And I think that's because of Jason Momoa. You know, he adds a lot of comedy to the character. So, again, I love it. Great to have it in my collection. So, and next, this film was meant to celebrate a century, you know, of a fantastic movie studio that has put out some of the greatest animated movies known to man, known to a generation. And it just didn't seem to hit the ball for a lot of people. I can't say much due to the fact that I haven't actually witnessed it yet. And you know, critics sometimes could be very hurtful and could be kind of harsh. But again, I can't really say much about it just from going off of the previews. I can't wait to watch it, but I'm happy to have the steelbook for it. We have the steelbook for Disney Wish. I love Ariana DeBose. I love Chris Pine. And it's just from the previews, it looks amazing. You know, this is a movie that celebrates 100 years of Disney animation, or just in general, 100 years of Disney Studios. And it even includes the heartwarming short Once Upon a Studio, which, if you haven't watched it on ABC, or if you didn't watch it on Disney Plus, you know, if you get this, you can now watch it and everything. So we open it up, and you do have the J card, and then this is the full steelbook, so it is a full image. And so as our 4K, we have our villain of the movie, King Magnifico, which is voiced by Chris Pine. And then we have our Blu-ray, which is an image of Asha, who is voiced by Ariana DeBose. And then we have one of our many sidekicks of the movie, Star. And then inside we have King Magnifico showing off the Hall of Wishes to Asha. Alright, and now this was an unexpected purchase today. I would say I got the last steelbook from a Best Buy, particularly the Best Buy that I work at. I had no idea that I was going to see this today. It was just sitting in an area on the sales floor, and I'm like, what's that doing here? And I scanned it to see how much it was. It was like only $10. So I'm like, you know what the heck? I love the franchise. My family loves the franchise, and it's a celebratory version of it. We have the 20th anniversary edition steelbook for. Hold on, I got some gook on top of here. The Fast and the Furious. The Fast and the Furious. I remember when the steelbook came out, I was going back and forth on if I truly wanted to get it. But like I said, my family, we love the Fast and Furious franchise, no matter how crazy or outrageous it can be. There's our characters that we love, and there's our characters that we love to hate, and hate to love. Fast and Furious 10 Part 1 was an entire roller coaster, and we're still waiting for Part 2. Like, when the heck is it coming? I know when it's coming, I just forget the date. So, here on the front, of course, you got our two main characters, Dominic Toretto and Brian. R.I.P. Paul Walker. We love you. We miss you. We still wish that you were here. You probably would have made the last few movies way more enjoyable than some people perceive them as. But anyway, we love you, Paul. We miss you. Anyway, let's get into this. So we have a awesome purple spine saying the Fast and the Furious 20th Anniversary Edition. And then on the back, you have Dom's charger, and I forget what the orange car is. And I can't wait for you guys to see the inside, although some of you probably have seen the inside, if you've seen people unbox it before. So here is the inside of the entire Fast family. So that is absolutely beautiful. Look at how young they all were. Like, damn. I'll have what they're drinking. So, first off, we're gonna start with the Blu-ray. You know, with that usual universal, reflective, and also clear. Like, I don't think you can see, but like, look at that. You can see my hand through it. That's how cool. That's what I love about Universal's Blu-rays. How they're so like clear and reflective like that. And then we have the green 4K, the Fast and the Furious, the original 4K disc. So again, fantastic franchise. No matter what anybody says, you know, they have their ups and downs, and they have their memories, and they've made a huge impact, in movies and fans all around the world. So this was the unexpected buy from Best Buy. So, well, there you have it, folks. We had some retro games, we had some Funko Pops, we had some movies, and some amazing steelbooks, and an unexpected buy. With all that being said, guys, again, let me know down in the comments what you thought of my new little intro before the video. And I'll play with that a little bit, see if I'm gonna continue that. Oh, and if you see in the back, yes, I have a Lego Piranha plant. Very fun to build, but it's defective. One of the red pieces, one of mine is missing a white dot. So I actually reached out to Lego, and they're sending me a replacement piece. But yeah, it's a cute little Lego. With all that being said, guys, thanks for checking out today's video inside the media cabinet, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.